heartbreaking images from Chopper 4, flames scorching the beautiful mountains around Ruidoso, and the Salt and South Fork fires destroying homes and businesses. Fire officials say the South Fork fire burned more than 17,000 acres, and the Salt fire burned close to 8,000. It's estimated that 15,000 structures were destroyed and 2 people died. As the people in that area try to put their lives together again, they've also been battling severe flooding. It has just been one disaster after another. And through it all, residents are left with so many questions. Maybe the top one, how did these fires start? And who, if anyone, is to blame? Fire investigators declared the South Fork fire was started by a lightning strike. But what about the Salt fire? Tamara Lopez has been looking into this for us. And Tamara, it seems we're closer than ever to getting some answers.
Cassie, new federal documents show the Salt fire may have been human-caused. The documents reveal the Salt fire started just about 2 hours after the South Fork fire was already reported, and it appears to be one of the last in a string of fires set in that area over the course of several weeks.
Who would do this to their own people, you know? How could you do this to your own people?
Mescalero Apache Tribal President Thora Padilla is trying to wrap her head around a major update in the Salt fire investigation. New federal court documents reveal the FBI has 2 persons of interest in the investigation. The 2 people are not formally charged or in custody, so we're not naming them. Padilla says the news is bittersweet.
It's good to hear, but it's still troubling to hear that it may have been tribal members, you know, and we were prepared for that, but still, it's a troubling thing to hear.
The documents say one of the persons claims to be a wildland firefighter.
That part too is very troubling, you know, that we would have people that are trained as wildland firefighters that might be doing these kind of things, and I don't even know how to respond to that.
Search warrants say investigators identified at least 16 different fires started between May and June, all close to each other on the Mescalero Apache Reservation, including the Salt fire.
We did request early on fire investigator. I mean, like when we were in the single digits of fires that had occurred, that right away we did worry about that. And it took all of this time to actually get investigators here.
The documents say agents linked the persons of interest to at least 6 fires so far. According to investigators, these vans and matching shoe prints link one person to the fire scenes. This distinct shoe pattern was found at multiple fires. Witnesses and law enforcement also say a dark-colored Jeep was seen leaving the scene of multiple fires and heading towards some of the fires. Padilla says now she wants justice.
I have a hard time with people that do things and think that there are no consequences. There's always consequences for your actions, you know, and at this level of what's happened since, you know, that it just we can't just let it lie.
Padilla says that right now the tribe is just trying to pick up the pieces after the fires and that continuing threat of flooding. And a high priority right now is trying to get some of that federal and state relief funds in place. Cassie?
Thank you, Tamara. The village of Ruidoso just cannot catch a break. From the fires to flash flooding, it has been a month of disasters. At least 200 homes have been destroyed by flooding in Ruidoso, and that's on top of the more than 15,000 structures destroyed in the South Fork and Salt fires.
The burn scars and the debris flow, they're going to come. The water's going to go somewhere. So when real mitigation begins, will be after this monsoon season, after we get through this.
FEMA has approved more than $3 million for the South Fork and Salt fire victims. And that includes flood recovery. Residents can apply for grants on disasterassistance.gov. The deadline to apply for FEMA assistance is August 19th. There are also grants available for business owners.